this year, but tonight we have a special guest. Put your hands together to national touring comic, Mr. Jamie Morgan.
Oh, God bless you, young man. All right. Yeah, I'm a military veteran. Any other military veterans? Two of you? The rest of you hate America? No, I was in the Navy. A lot of the other branches like to make fun of the Navy. They act like it's not that tough of a branch of service. But I'm here to tell you, man, the Navy's a lot tougher than people think. Like, I remember that whole week I was in. Shut up, I fought for your freedom for 7 days, and you will respect me, all right? Yeah. If it weren't for me, you'd be speaking German. I don't even know what that means. I don't. My granddad used to say it. It probably meant more to him, I guess. Yeah. And the only reason why I went into the military is because I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. You know, when I was 18, I didn't know I could do a show in Myrtle Beach for 53 people. You know? I didn't know this dream were possible. You know, I've been doing this a long time ago. And then I talked to a Navy recruiter, and that guy knew exactly what I should do with my life. I have no idea how he figured it out. He told me, he said, you go into the military and you learn a trade, you get out and you do that same job in the private sector, you make twice as much money. So I went in, and I learned how to shoot missiles. I got out. No one's hiring, you know? I've gotten a couple emails from North Korea, but I'm not ready, you know? Not ready for the switch. I ran into a friend of mine from when I was in the Navy. I was actually in for 5 years. I ran into a friend of mine a couple weeks ago, actually, at the beach. It was good to see him, man. I hadn't seen him since I was in the Navy, and he changed a lot. He lost a lot of weight. He lost, like, I don't know, I guess about 17 pounds. That's what the average human arm weighs. And listen, I know that's a terrible way to start a joke. I get it. There's nothing funny about losing your arm, but what bothered me about Stephen is he wouldn't tell me how he lost his arm. You know, I kept running through my head on how it might have happened. You know, and you can't just ask your friend, hey, man, how'd you lose your arm? That's rude, you know? So you got to trick him. So I was like, so, what's changed, Stephen? You know? He was like, not much, and I was thinking, no, something's changed. Like, the last time I saw you, you were double-armed, you know? Now you're swimming in circles in Myrtle Beach. Come on. Finally, I just asked him, I was like, hey, man, I don't mean to be rude, but how did you lose your arm? He looked at me and he said, I was born that way. I was like, oh my God, I smoked too much weed in high school. Like, I didn't remember it like that at all. And then I was like, Stephen McNamara? He said, no, Stephen Johnson. I was like, oh my God, I don't even know you. It was a totally different Stephen. Oh, well. I'm glad you guys are drinking. I get to drink while I'm working sometimes, which I think is great. But my family's starting to worry about me. They're starting to call me an alcoholic, which I don't appreciate, you know, because nothing good comes from name calling. They taught me that, you know. And second of all, I don't like to think of myself as an alcoholic. I like to think of myself more as like a sober phobic, which means I'm afraid to sober up and see how terrible my life is going. If you are drinking a lot tonight, do yourself a favor. First of all, get home safely, and then second of all, this is very important, once you get there, don't buy anything off of Amazon or TV. The ladies know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, you make some terrible QVC and Amazon decisions when you're drunk. Like, one time I was wasted, and I thought someone was coming to my house to kill me, so I ordered a taser off of QVC. Like, what was I thinking? Whoever was coming for me was coming in 5 to 7 business days? Like, that doesn't even make any sense. And then that guy didn't show up, and that made me mad. I was angry, because I wasted a lot of money on the taser, and I haven't been able to use it in action, but I've been practicing with it, and I'll tell you this, my cats won't get on the counter again. Those little guys have learned their lesson, you know? Don't groan, they're learning. No, I don't tase my cats. I am a cat guy, though. I have 10 cats now. Yeah. Some people think that's too many cats. I don't think it's enough. I need one more cat. There's a little stray orange and white one running around my house, and he's beautiful, man, but he's fast. I can't catch him. I need him, too, because I don't have that color yet. Cats to me is like Pokemon Go. You got to catch them all. You know what I mean? I'm going to get them. Plus, I might have to get rid of one of my cats. He's in a lot of legal trouble. He tried to assassinate Donald Trump, and not the president. I named one of the fish in my aquarium Donald Trump. Yeah. Not because Donald Trump the president, because of Donald Trump the builder. he used to build things. And that's what a goby does in a saltwater aquarium. Like if you put a rock in there, he'll build little tunnels under it. He's built these little hills before. It's amazing. He's really making the aquarium great again. He is. He is. He is. He's doing a good job. At first, I had no idea what he was doing. He was moving all the sand from the left side of the aquarium all the way to the right side. Turns out he's building a wall. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't even know I had Mexican fish, but he found out. Now there's a new rule in the aquarium. If you don't have documentation, left side of the tank. Get over it. All right, thank you guys very much. I hope you have a good time tonight.